Hey everybody, Sick this here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, headed out to my local Goodwill and my local Kmart where I got myself some great titles all on DVD, so let's take a look at everything I got. The first title I picked up from Goodwill was Lady Jane. Now this here was a blind buy. I had never heard of this movie before, but what drew me to this was the lineup, the synopsis, it gets good reviews online, and also it was only $1.97. Figured put all those together, sounded like a great deal, and I look forward to checking it out. It does sound like an interesting movie. It looks like something I'm going to enjoy watching, so definitely had to grab this one, and I look forward to checking it out. And the second title I grabbed from Goodwill was this double feature set, which comes with Anne of the Thousand Days and Mary Queen of Scots. Now, Mary Queen of Scots, I have heard of that film before. I have heard good things about it. But Anne of the Thousand Days, that one I've actually never heard of. That one is a blind buy. But really, I'm grabbing this set for pretty much the same exact reasons that I grabbed Lady Jane. The lineup looks good, the synopsis has sounded great, and it was only $1.97, so for that, definitely had to pick it up, and I look forward to watching these ones as well. So after Goodwill, I headed over to my local Kmart where I picked up 3 titles all on DVD, and the first one I grabbed for only $5 was Scooby-Doo Legend of the Phantom Sword. Now, as I said many times before, I love these Scooby-Doo titles, always pick them up, as soon as I get them for cheap, I always have to grab them. Some have been better than others, but definitely want to get every single one of these great animated movies in my collection, so for $5, definitely had to pick this one up. The next title I grabbed, also for only $5, was this Incredible Hulk double feature set, which comes with The Incredible Hulk Returns and The Trial of the Incredible Hulk. 2 movies I've never seen, though 2 movies I have heard about. I've never really got into the original Hulk series. I've only ever seen a couple episodes here and there. I enjoyed what I saw for the most part, but I never just got into it. I never picked any of the episodes up. But for $5, figured I'd grab the movies. These also get pretty good reviews online. I really have no idea if I'm going to enjoy these or not, but if they're anything at all like the series, I have a feeling then I'm going to like them. So for $5, definitely had to pick this up. And then I saved the best for last. For only $4.99 I picked up All in the Family, the complete first season. And as you can see, this is listed at $9.99, but like I said, I picked it up for only $4.99. This was on a bottom row of a shelf, kind of pushed back into a corner. There were no other seasons of this, no other copies of this season. It was all by itself, and I guess that's what kind of made me want to check the price on it. It looked like it had maybe been laying there for God knows how many years. I thought maybe by now this has been discounted. So went up to the price scanner, scanned it, and sure enough, it popped up at only $4.99. I was very excited about that. Definitely had to grab this. I love this show. Used to watch this when I was a kid all the time. I do not have a single season of this yet within my collection, so I definitely want to pick this up. So for only $4.99, this was definitely a steal. And if you've been looking for this title and you're lucky enough to come across it at your local Kmart, pick it up for only $4.99. So that's it for what I bought today, so now on to what I watched. Did yesterday I mention that I was going to go more mainstream with my title that I watched today? Well, what I actually meant to say was, I was going to watch Ski Patrol, which, in all fairness, is a hell of a lot more mainstream than the 2 titles I watched yesterday, but it's not completely mainstream, so sorry if you were expecting something a bit more, again, a bit more mainstream, but I definitely wanted to check this one out. I hadn't seen it yet. I had picked it up over the last year, and it was definitely something I wanted to watch. I just recently watched Ski School and Ski School 2, so I was kind of in a ski movie kind of mood, so I definitely wanted to sit down and watch this, and after checking it out, I realized I have actually already seen this. I saw this movie a lot when I was a kid. This is one of those movies that would always play. It was either always playing on HBO or maybe always just playing on cable, like on rainy days and stuff like that. Definitely a movie I've seen a dozen times, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the movie in its entirety all the way through, because I only really remember certain bits and pieces of the movie. I didn't really remember the whole thing, so probably the first time actually sitting down and watching the entire movie in its entirety, back to back. And it was okay. As you can see right here, it says, from the creator of Police Academy. That might be so, but it definitely was not nearly as good as Police Academy, and I kind of went into this hoping it was going to be, because I thought, well, Police Academy is a fantastic movie. I love the Police Academy films. They're great, they're funny, they're just a hell of a lot of fun. I was kind of expecting that with this, and no, didn't really get it. I was just thinking maybe Police Academy on snow, you know, Police Academy on skis, basically, and that's not really what I got. Very mediocre. It had some moments. There were some good moments, but unfortunately not a ton. it just, again, was somewhat mediocre, not the best movie I've ever seen. I really would not recommend it to everybody. I would recommend this movie to people who really like ski movies. If you're like me, just great kind of cheesy ski movies, then this is something you're going to want to add to your collection, because it was decent. It was definitely good enough to add to your collection if you're into ski movies. But for your average viewer, probably not something you need to get, because like I said, it was just mediocre. Very, very typical story. There's kind of this evil corporation guy. He wants to take over a mountain so he can build this huge resort on top of it, but the owner of the mountain, of course, doesn't want to sell because he's this old man who loves the mountain, loves his resort. And the greedy corporate guy obviously sabotages everything, and he almost loses the mountain, and in the end, everything works out, and the owner of the mountain gets to keep it, and the Snow Patrol keeps their jobs, and yada, yada, yada. Very, very, very stereotypical movie. But regardless, it was fun. It was an okay watch. If you like cheese, it's worth checking out. If you like ski movies, it's worth checking out. But otherwise, again, nothing you necessarily need to see because it was rather mediocre. As far as the ski movies I watched this year, I would definitely say check out Ski School. Ski School was brilliant. I loved that movie. That movie was so good. And like I said, Ski School 2, not so great. But on the other hand, Ski Patrol was definitely better than Ski School 2. I will give it that. So, like I said, it was mediocre. Not going to be for everybody. But if you really wanted to check it out, I would say watch it. It wasn't all that bad. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Certainly excited about the titles I picked up from Goodwill and Kmart. Definitely looking forward to checking those out. And Ski Patrol, yeah, you know, like I said, it was mediocre, not all that great, but not all that bad either. It was okay. It was an alright watch. And once again, if you like ski movies, if you like cheesy movies, or you've just been thinking about maybe checking it out, go ahead, why not? It'll keep your interest. It was an alright movie. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought and what I watch tomorrow. See ya. And something about it just looked kind of lonely, and I fucking hate as shit. God knows how many years, and I'm glad I did check the price on this, because once I scanned it, I'm gonna fucking shoot my neighbor. Or at least set fire to a stupid fucking monster truck.